Season 3 goes live in MUT 26 tomorrow afternoon, and in this video, we're going to cover everything that you need to know and what you need to be doing right now before Season 2 expires. Let's jump on into it. Yo! What's going on, everybody? It's Popular Stranger, and we are back at you again today with another Madden 26 Ultimate Team video. In today's video, we're going to be breaking down everything that you need to be doing right now before Season 2 comes to an end and Season 3 begins tomorrow afternoon. Now, before we do that, I do want to cover some information that came out yesterday afternoon from Madden NFL Direct, and a quick disclaimer, I'm recording this Tuesday morning, so by the time you see it, it's going to be about Tuesday afternoon. We could have additional information that comes out, but they did send out a tweet last night with updated information regarding the 89 overall BND MCS Trisha McCollum. As you probably know by now, last Wednesday we had the Most Feared event, and tuning into the EA stream or my stream, because I was hosting an official watch party, would earn you progress towards getting that free 89 overall player. Unfortunately, there's a big issue with Twitch drops. It actually was not just an EA thing. Twitch drops were not working throughout the entire directory of twitch.tv, so no games were receiving them. And of course, that left a lot of people very upset and disappointed because they tuned in for several hours expecting to get a card that they never got. EA was pretty silent on the issue until Monday afternoon when they sent out this tweet. It still doesn't give us too much information here other than they're working on a fix for it. To summarize, they basically said they wanted to wait and make sure that the Twitch drop issue on the Twitch side of things was resolved, and it was, because we had an open directory drop weekend this past weekend where people did receive their Twitch drops. They were a little bit delayed, but people got them at the end of the day. And in the middle of all this, it just says we'll share another update once the outages have been cleared and we have a better timeline to provide. So at this point, we still don't know when we are getting this card, but it is safe to assume that we will be able to get this card at some point. Later tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, there is a special stream for the official reveal of Season 3, so we're going to find out all of the confirmed information on the EA side of things, and then the following night, Wednesday night at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, we're going to have another special stream that's going to be the full reveal for Part 2 of the Most Feared promo. I would not be surprised if either tonight's stream or tomorrow's, and again, this is just me speculating at the moment that I'm recording this video, but I would not be surprised if we have an opportunity to tune into either tonight's stream or tomorrow's stream to earn progress towards that McCollum card. I know some people did have success with reaching out to Twitch support, and some people actually got granted the card. Not a large amount of people, but some people. And then a lot of people's tickets were shut down, and I've had a lot of people tweet me this response on the Twitch side of things, basically saying that the card is going to be distributed on Friday. And while this could be very true, I would still say it's probably better to wait and see what EA says about the issue versus, you know, a technical support on the Twitch side of things. So we'll see what happens. We'll probably get an update on tonight's stream if they haven't tweeted one out already. Again, by the time that you guys are watching this video, but I will definitely keep you guys updated whenever we hear any new information. Also, going back to the tweet from Madden NFL Direct yesterday, they did adjust two different things with the Most Feared head-to-head and CPU event. So the CPU version was broken for a lot of people over the weekend, and the 400 undercourt house was freezing the game. That seems to all be resolved. You guys have to let me know in the comments section, though. I know there was a handful of people that weren't able to get a brand new key to continue to moving through the different street addresses in this program or this event, and wins were counting as losses. Is that issue also resolved, or did they only just fix the undercourt issue, the 400 undercourt house issue? Because I've been playing it with no problems on two different accounts, so I'm not sure if you guys are still going through that problem. And as far as the head-to-head event goes, they actually did boost up the reward, so it is a little bit better now. I still think the move is playing the versus CPU game mode to maximize your time versus the amount of candy that you can earn while spending that time, unless you're really, really good at the game and win the majority of your games. But it is good to see that on the head-to-head side of things, they did go ahead and boost that up to make it, you know, it's worth playing now. The versus CPU version is just going to be better. So now let's dive into the end of Season 2, the start of Season 3. I'm happy EA changed the description here, and they actually did it from Season 1 to Season 2 as well. If you read it, specifically the end, it says Season 2 expires on 10/22, which is tomorrow at 6:30 a.m. Eastern Time. So typically what takes place here, and they will likely be sending out a tweet at some point this afternoon, there's going to be server maintenance tomorrow. We are also going to be getting a new patch. What that patch is going to change, that information might be out very soon as well, but we can definitely count on one happening, and we typically do get one with a brand new season. Server maintenance is going to start at some point tomorrow morning, could be 6:30 a.m., could be a little bit earlier than that. Once server maintenance starts and takes place, you're not going to be able to get into Madden Ultimate Team. You're going to get a server error, it's going to say mode restricted, access restricted, something to that effect. And once it's all done and the servers are back up and you can get back into the game, Season 3 is going to be live. So I say all that to say, whatever you need to get done in Season 2, if you haven't maxed out your Field Pass, if you haven't maxed out your Weekly Spotlight Pass, which we're going to show you those things in a moment here, you need to do it before you go to bed tonight, because when you wake up, and some of you might have different schedules, so it might not pertain to you, but for the most part, when you wake up tomorrow morning, you're not going to be able to get into the game, and then once that's all said and done and you can get into the game, everything that was Season 2 related is gone. So when it comes to maxing out the Season 2 Field Pass, we aren't getting any brand new objectives. Every Wednesday, we get brand new weekly objectives. The last update for that for Season 2 took place last Wednesday. So if you've knocked out all of these weekly objectives and you got all of your program objectives done, including the stuff for Most Feared, and you still haven't been able to max out this Field Pass, that just means you have not been consistently doing your weekly objectives, and for the most part, potentially not doing your daily objectives on a consistent basis. You can miss a few days here and there. You can miss a weekly or two. When I say a weekly or two, I mean like one or two of these objectives. But overall, if you've been consistently doing that stuff, you would have finished up this Field Pass even probably prior to Thursday with the Most Feared content drop. As far as like what you're missing out on, I mean, if you paid for the Premium Pass, the level 44 reward is really good because you're going to go ahead and get one of those 90 overall upgrade tokens. If you didn't pay for the Premium Pass, you're going to miss out on a Season 3 XP token, which is going to give you a jump start towards the Season 3 Field Pass that starts tomorrow. And also when it kind of goes between the Premium Pass and the non-Premium Pass, if you paid the $15 for the Premium one, you're going to have 3 of these, which gives you a little bit more of a boost in Season 3 versus if you did not. And I'm on my no money spent account right now, so I did not purchase the Premium Pass here. You're only going to get 2 out of those 3. So when you go over to your token exchange when Season 3 goes live, if you're ever wondering why it says 2 out of 3 and you can't get that third one, that means you either didn't grind far enough in the Premium Pass or you just simply didn't pay for it. Like you can see, I did not on my no money spent account. When it comes to Season 2 tickets, and this is my personal opinion, if you want to go against this, so be it, that's perfectly fine. But all Season 2 tickets that you have at the end of the season will convert over to a 1-to-1 ratio, meaning right now I have 1,680 Season 2 tickets. When Season 3 goes live, I'm going to have that exact same number. I think it's safe, if you have it at this point, to carry over 3 to 5,000 tickets over to the brand new season. This is going to give you a really nice jump start on being able to upgrade any of the Season 3 players initially to their max overall, which will likely be a 90 overall for free. So when the Season 3 loads up, you're going to get a welcome pack that contains one of those 5 or potentially 6 players. And typically when you get to level 6, and then the same thing happens for level 16, 26, and 36, you're going to get one of those base level packs. Again, if you get that base level player and you have a bunch of tickets that carry over, you're going to be able to go into the season ticket store and buy all of the Season 3 ticket or Season 3 upgrade tokens to max out, or I shouldn't say max out, but to upgrade your Season 3 player to a 90 overall. Now, if you have players from Season 2 that you didn't fully upgrade to 90, that's going to be up to you. There's still some really good ones. Devontae Adams, Armand Membu are definitely 2 must-haves right now, in my opinion. Right tackle, a position you don't want to spend a lot of coin on, and they get all 32 team chems. Devontae Adams, a really fast receiver, especially with the 32 team chems factored in there. Good height, great route running, gets slot-o-matic. There's not a lot of receivers that get that ability. So that's what I would be spending my tickets on right now, focusing on a couple of those guys from Season 2 to at least a 90 overall. I would also make sure that you have at least the 84 overall upgrade token for all 6 of the players in Season 2, because using that token unlocks the team chemistry bucket where you can change it to any 32, and if you change your theme team in the middle of Season 3, at least you can hide these players in the back of your depth chart, even if they're only at an 84. Having this token for every single player will allow you to go ahead and change that team chem. If you want to dump some of your tickets into the loading up pack, scouting fantasy pack, boom or bust, that's totally up to you. I think they are more valuable carrying over to the next season and getting a nice jump start on the brand new Season 3 players, which should go to a 90 overall tomorrow, and according to Mutt Leaks, they're going to be capped at a 92. So that means we're probably only going to have 2 overall increases, a 91 and then obviously a 92 throughout the duration of Season 3, which will probably go all the way up towards the end of November, very early December, right before the Zero Chill promo goes live, which is typically the biggest promo of the year. One other thing that's going to reset on Wednesday when Season 3 goes live, but also resets every single Wednesday, will be your weekly solo seasons objectives. So playing through the league and the run, if you complete each of these from a Wednesday to a Wednesday in that time span, you can earn up to 8 solo seasons tokens. This is information we already know from Season 1 to Season 2, but I know we have a lot of new players coming into the game right now because of the Most Feared promo. Just so you're aware, if you happen to have any of these tokens, they are going to carry over. So you're not going to lose them. You don't have to use them right now. And if you don't know, once you get to 32, you can earn 8 per week. Right now, if you put 32 into this set, you would get a fantasy pack that gives you 10 random 90 overalls. They're probably mostly going to be Most Feared cards. You're going to have some Team of the Week cards in there, Legends, Collector Series, whatnot. But just want to point out, these aren't going to go anywhere. And also, it might be smarter to hang on to them at this point for whenever we take that jump up to 91s, which is probably 2-3 weeks away. If you redeem them at that point, then this pack will have a bunch of 91s instead of 90s. So this pack always updates with the highest current champion level overall. And I know a lot of people are taking the strategy of hanging on to these tokens and maybe not even redeeming them until around the Zero Chill promo when we're up to like 93, 94, 95 overall players. So if you want to do that, but just know that these tokens will carry over. Same thing is going to apply for your weekly spotlight tokens. These aren't going anywhere, but the Field Pass is going to fully reset tomorrow with the brand new season. So what I mean by that is right now you can see I'm at level 43. Unfortunately, I think I missed too many objectives to get all the way over to level 51. But with this Field Pass, you're earning a bunch of spotlight tokens, and as most of you probably know by now, once you get to 25 of them, that's going to equal a free champion level card from Collector Series, Team of the Week, or Legends of your choice. And you can get a lot of these for free just by simply playing through your weekly Spotlight solo challenges from those 3 programs, and then also knocking out the objectives. If you do the set section, it will also give you XP, but you don't want to purposely spend coin to get this objective done. It kind of defeats the purpose. But this is going to take us all back to level 1 on this particular Field Pass tomorrow morning. The good news is if you have unused Spotlight tokens right now, just as they did from Season 1 to Season 2, they will carry over to Season 2, or from Season 2 over to Season 3. So don't feel like you have to use these right now. There's some really good cards out there, especially with Eric Dickerson and Tariq Woolen dropping yesterday, but we got brand new Team of the Week cards coming tomorrow, and then we got Legends on Saturday. So continue to grind through this Field Pass and try to get as far as you can in it if you haven't already maxed it out there, but don't feel like you need to spend the tokens. Same thing applies to the Season 2 Events Pass, which right now the only events that we have are the head-to-head and versus CPU event for the Most Feared promo. By the way, these were not tracking correctly when you were winning and playing games in the Most Feared head-to-head or CPU event. You weren't getting any progress throughout this. It looks like with the fix they implemented yesterday, it is now working, because I was playing some games before recording this one, and I just recently hit this level reward where I got 6,000 coins. Also, if you're pretty far along in this one, and when I say that, I'm talking probably like level 30 and up, maybe even level 35 and up. If you didn't buy the premium pass, it might actually be worth it, because you're going to retroactively get all of the rewards at every single level for the $25. Now, is it worth that much? Probably not for most people, but again, if you've made a lot of progress through this, that's a lot of packs and coins that would come back to you for the $25. And the Season 2 event packs don't necessarily guarantee you most feared cards, but if you happen to get most feared cards out of them, they have good value right now because those cards quick sell for candy currency, which you know by now can be used in a number of different places. So again, only if you're at like level 30, 35 or up would I consider that. I'm personally not going to do it, obviously, on my No Money Spent account or my main account, but it is something to keep in mind. And also when it comes to these champion tokens that you can earn typically by going undefeated in a given event, right now, you have to win the King of the Undercity event, which you got to go 16-0, kind of. Like, you can lose games. I've explained it in so many videos. I don't feel like doing it again. But the main reason that I want to bring it up is that if you happen to have one of those tokens, it's another situation where you don't absolutely have to use it. Now, if you're hanging on to one, you can redeem it for a 90 overall Taysom Hill that sells for about 700K, and that's pretty good value. But as you can see here, if you maybe have more than one token, they will also be eligible to be used in Season 3. The Season 1 sets didn't go anywhere. We got a bunch of stuff from that. Season 2 continued to carry on. Basically, throughout the entire year, if you end up getting a token from a head-to-head event, throughout the different head-to-head events that we get every single Thursday or every single promo, they are going to have value pretty much all year long. So if you can keep using them or keep earning them, you don't always have to use them. You can kind of pick and choose when you do use them for cards like Taysom Hill. And if you go back to the Unreal Moments promo, for a long time, Aaron Rodgers, Antonio Cromartie, Noah Brown had really, really good value. So again, this is another thing that feels like it might expire, but those tokens will still be good. Pretty much all tokens in the game should be good and be usable when it comes to the head-to-head event tokens, the weekly spotlight tokens, and the solo season tokens. They all carry over to Season 3. The last thing we need to cover are going to be the season specials in the store. Not saying you need to rush out and buy any of these. In fact, this is, again, my No Money Spent account, so we're not going to do that at all. But even on my main account, I haven't touched any of these. The only ones that are probably going to be worth your while if you are a money spender or don't mind spending money will be the Platinum Core Pack, which is going to be $10. And then for $2.50, you got 280 plus Platinum players. These are worth it because you're basically converting your money over to coin. How much coin you get is all going to be dependent on your pack luck there, but these are the only two that are going to be worth it in my opinion. If you want to open up the other ones, and there are some options like, you know, where you can spend coin right now, so be it if you want to go ahead and do it. I don't really think this one's worth it, but if you do open it, I totally understand why. Basically, for about $30, you're looking at a 67% chance at an 89 plus. If it was a 90 plus, if it guaranteed, or I shouldn't say guaranteed, but if it gave you a 67% chance at a champion level card, that would be ideal. And not saying that you need to rush to quick sell anything, but if you do open up any of these packs and they do end up having garbage in them, cards that aren't going to sell on the auction house for a good amount of coins here, and this goes for any packs that you might have opened recently and cards that might be in your binder. One of the things you can do currently is quick sell those cards for training and then head on over to the most feared reroll and use 890 training for every pack. Gives you an 82 plus card. Whether you hit big on these or not, again, is going to be pack luck dependent, and I'm not really going to assume that you are going to get lucky on these. Most people will not, but if you quick sell the cards that you get from opening up this pack, which was all from training you got from packs that gave you garbage that doesn't have value in it, you can turn that into candy. And again, you can use the candy to open up the 90 overall B&D pack or non-B&D pack before it refreshes on Thursday with part 2 of the Most Feared promo coming out. You can buy your upgrade tokens for your Ryan Shazier Shapeshifter cards, and Max Crosby became available in the store yesterday for 200 candy, which means you can buy upgrade tokens for him and get him to a 90 overall. So there's definitely value in pack trash right now because you convert it to training and then convert the training to Most Feared cards, and the Most Feared cards convert over to candy, and then you can spend that to use things like these packs to upgrade your team, especially with the 90. So for now, that's about everything you should be doing in the game to prepare for Season 3. Crazy enough, Mutt Leaks doesn't have any leaks yet on who those players are. Again, a lot of stuff could change by the time you're watching this video, as it's currently 9:20 a.m. Eastern time, but you guys probably won't see it in your inbox, your sub box, till about 1:30, 2 p.m. Eastern time. So that's it. Thank you guys for watching. Of course, we'll have plenty of videos tomorrow when Season 3 goes live, and I should have a video later tonight after Season 3 gets revealed on the EA side of things. Thank you guys for watching. My name is Popular Stranger. Shoutouts to Enzo for interrupting the outro. My name is Popular Stranger again. Peace.